Hello everybody, this is Antinatalism. A little bit of a filter look going on here because my screen is dirty, but anyway, I'll just let it go for now. Existence, bringing someone to existence is the most cruelest thing that you could possibly do. And the other day I was thinking on how many urges people could have in a given day, and from their youth and from senior years and old age. So once you're placed into existence, you are going to want to, do things that you possibly cannot do or that you cannot afford to do. And possibly those things include illegal and violent things. For instance, like, your serial killer and your rapist and your suicide bomber and you're given violent individual. And they did not have any free will. They didn't ask to be born. They didn't ask to be born with those urges. And once you're born, you can't really put out those flames. They are with you through your life. And what if you have just a desire or a compulsion to do something that is socially unacceptable? I heard of some guy once, and he just had to touch people. I mean, it wasn't like a perversion. I think it was like an OCD, but he can't help that. And fuck, I mean, his life is screwed. Or what if you're a guy and you want to rape women? Or if you're a guy like that guy in New York City that was a pedophile, killed himself in jail. So what if you do have the desire to, rape little girls or babies? Or what if you have a tendency to hurt people, or you just have a violent tendency to beat someone up? I've actually known some guys like that, but that was in my youth. I don't know what happened to them. I don't think that would do too well in society. Somebody who just wants to go around picking fights. I did know a girl, though. I did know a girl, and she's a rough around the edges, and if something pissed her off, she just and she even I guess she was a mean drunk, and when she was at bars and whatnot, she was known for getting into trouble. So anyway, whatever desire or compulsion you have, hey, what if it's to be a peeping Tom, or to flash your erect penis at old ladies? Or what if it's, this desire to drag race, or to get one of those, those motorbikes that young guys like, and to, race down the road. And, that could cause bodily injury, and that could, yield you a speeding ticket, or even worse, a bad accident. So whatever your urges are in life, they could cause you harm. Like, for instance, doing drugs. You could have an urge to do drugs, street drugs, or multiple drugs at a time, or drink and shoot up and take pills and whatever. You may want to smoke weed before you go to work, or you may want to run stoplights and stop signs. You may want to eat the whole pie. Now that's me. I would love. The other day I bought this pie, and I really had a difficult time because I was having some sweet binges, and I'm gonna go into that in another video, one of my urges. But well, it's not really an urge, it's a biological and genetic, like a dysfunction, if you will. But so anyway, I bought this peach pie and it was so amazing. And I don't even eat pie. Maybe once a year. But this particular local company called Eaton Park sells pies, and I love fresh hot pie, like fruit pies. I love cherry pie. I love berries. I love berries very much. But anyway, what else? So whatever urges or biological predispositions that you have, you know, what if you just want to work all day long? What if you just have a compulsion and you can't leave work, even if it means, you know, going home to feed the dog, or meeting your wife for, you know, a dinner party, but you are stuck at work and you can't, you know, your biological predisposition and your genetic propensities have locked you into what you are to become in life, and what your urges are and what your desires are. But yeah, I mean, I actually had this fantasy. Well, I will end with this fantasy. I have had this fantasy, and you know, it's not something I would do, but I would love to go into a grocery store at night or whatever, just sneak in and take a bite of everything. Just open up bags of chips and cookies and candy and maybe even some fruit and bread, but mostly cookies and candy. So that's kind of something that I've kind of just fantasized about for years. But anyway, I think mostly fantasies involve something that is a selfish urge. Like something that you want to hurt somebody, like a serial killer, or somebody who wants to rape somebody, or to steal something. And a lot of these urges are very selfish, along with being illegal and sometimes violent. But anyway, here comes my exit 67. And I'm going to a great concert tonight. So I hope you love this video. But you know, nobody asked to be born, and nobody asks for their dysfunctions or their conditions or their dilemmas or their shortcomings and flaws. But as a result, we have violence and negativity and compulsions and disease and all kinds of bad things in the world. So, you know, it's not because anybody asks to be placed into existence, and in truth, nobody is even at fault for what they do in this lifetime. So unfortunately, this video, I'm going to have to excuse those serial murderers unless they have reproduced. In that case, they are as guilty as sin. Now, I'm not advocating serial murders, certainly not advocating rapes, because you know what? Violent crime is mostly, you know, on the women's, attacking women. So I've got to go pay this toll taker, but women are the ones who are mostly victims, so I'm not excusing any kind of violence. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe.